Barney tried to let us down this morning. Got a flat tire on the way in. So this is the kitchen. Obviously, we were talking about that last time. We're down here. It's about 20 degrees out there. Probably 30 something in here. Got the wood stove going. So we're gonna show you how we laid out this kitchen. Just centering the stove at this window, which it ends up being exactly about 30 inches, which is the kind of size stove we're looking at. This one's like 36, I think. And we're gonna lay the sink right on the center. So the only two measurements that are critical here are from there to there and there to there. So you can center your sink and your stove over the windows. Well, that's it. That's the kitchen plans. Pretty simple. We're going to throw down some tape, mark it, make sure before we order these cabinets and waste all of our money. Or I guess we're going to order some. I don't know. We've been going back and forth between Budget Bob or some more decent cabinets since, I mean, this is our house. We're going to keep it forever probably. So we might go with a little bit nicer of a cabinet, but it doesn't really matter because you can do the rest of this stuff with off the shelf, cheap cabinets. It doesn't really matter. The idea is the same. We're going to show how we laid it out from here to here to match the window and here to here to match this window. And then all the rest you can do whatever you want with. We're going to have a stand-up freezer down there and a fridge over here and the stove centered on that window. We talked with Lowe's. They got the software. Super, super simple. So we're going to just double check before we end up ordering these things that they fit nice and we're happy with it. All right, guys, this is what we come up with using the existing stuff. 30-inch fridge in here, 15-inch drawer base, 30-inch stove. That's the height of the countertop. That's the height of the top of the stove. If we use that kind, going to come right across that windshield. Not ideal, but we'll live with it. 9-inch little place to hold your pans, Lazy Susan on the bottom. Gonna do some floating shelves or shelves there. This will be I think it's a 21-inch between there and a 36-inch sink. The sink, the backsplash will ride up right on the lip of that window. Not great there either. Dishwasher, 24-inch drawer base, 36-inch with the cabinets. Another 21, maybe a wastebasket. If we can't fit the wastebasket here with the way the plumbing's going to be, we're going to redo that. Hang tight for that. And then another freezer joint. Probably do Gus wants to do one of the combo deals where it can be a fridge or a freezer. I don't even know what that's all about. But another 30-inch. We got Mitch out here somewhere. I don't know where he went on the four-wheeler. We just had lunch. So hang tight. We're going to get that stuff ordered. We think we're going to go with Lowe's, some craft made, blah, 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 maple, blah, 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 like a shaker style. All right, guys, it's Monday, a week after I started talking about this kitchen we were going to do. So plans always grow, things always change. So we decided while we're in here, we're going to redo these windows. So that put a stop on some of our other steps, like I was doing some wiring, and we're kind of all over the place. One step forward, a few steps back. Okay, so we just got this unit. I don't know, it's overpriced, but that should be the center right where the sink is. Oh, you can't see none of that. Laser level joint right where the sink is. So gonna center a 48 right here, so we have to move a little bit of stuff. We're going to drop that window. And this base plate, you can tell it's all ate up. They didn't use pressure treated. So I'm going to slip a couple pieces in there to hold this upright for the header. Same thing here. We're going to center up and drop I think we're going to go 48, 36 tall window. And so give us a minute while we wait on our cabinets. We're waiting on some insulation. We're waiting on a whole bunch of stuff because the snow delayed a few of our deliveries. But like I said, that's good to give us time. We're not in a hurry. We're not moving in here anytime soon, obviously. This snow is melting, helping out with the lighting a little. So hang tight. I'll get set up and then see if I can get you some information on what I got going here. We're just gonna cut a few pieces out and just slip a little green board in there, build some 2x6 headers in there, put a couple uprights. Here's my mark on this one. So one thing I didn't mention, the rough opening is a 48. So, oh, here's a good example. Kind of, this is not your standard 2x6 joint. This is not your standard house. We make up the rules. This is a little lean-to, 3-season, 4-season room, whatever you want to call it. So, rough opening 48 inches. So you got to add 3 or whatever for the 2x4s it's going to sit on. So you don't want to cut your header to 48. We'll get with you. So these are the things you don't always want to do. It takes a lot of extra time. Not necessarily have to be done, but you can't really do it later. So we started throwing our uprights in. Make sure when you do, you cut those nice and tight so that it takes some of that load off. So we're gonna come in. I made a couple jacks. We're gonna knock them in with the hammer and then cut that out, because where it was behind the sink and where the well and the crawl space cellar is, it's got some open existing water damage. Pretty simple. Water damage, we're about to fix it. But it takes time and it's not always that fun to stop progress and just do a little tedious, boring stuff, but you gotta be done. Depends on what kind of project this is. If this is Harry Homeowner and you're selling this bad boy, slap it and go. But I don't want my roof falling down while I'm eating a cheeseburger. Alright, so 20, 30 minutes later, we got that out. I don't think it settled too much. We put a couple jacks in. That's why you don't just cut out the whole base without supporting it correctly. We're just doing a little makeshift joint and doing 2 pieces by the sink. The rest of it's been here plenty of years and be here plenty of years after. You can see that's straight out to the outdoors. So that metal flashing and that stuff I was doing maybe earlier, waste of time. I knew that. I didn't know it was this big of a waste of time because I didn't know I was going to come in and get in there. You will tape. We will do some window tape stuff on the green board because it's pressure treated and it will eat aluminum and metals over time. Not that it matters because we're going to seal it from the outside with some real deal, something or other that will keep the snakes out in the wind. But we might notch. I don't know what we're going to do. I didn't think about that, Mr. Bolt. We could try to take it out and put it back in, but we'll see. Hang tight. Man, you would think we'd done this before. I ain't never done this. Maybe. Really don't think so. So we threw some window foil tape down up against the edges so it don't eat that asbestos spores is probably what it is. We don't know. But it definitely eats, you know, crappy metal over time. And dude, you would think I've done this before. Well, we might need a washer. I mean, it ain't going nowhere, but what a bullseye, dude. Some days, and some days I just can't get right. That's most days like this, but then other days you hit it like this and you just... Now I gotta go make sure from the outside I didn't kick it off the like wall or the base plate. But we'll deal with that later. Man, look at that. Here will be another, I don't know, hour probably. Then we'll be back to framing this window where we started our day at. That's the tough part. You get out here like, man, I'm gonna take over the world. I'm gonna, you know, and then you get here, you're hungry. You don't get nothing done because you're eating all day. We're real happy about this. This is coming out way easier and better than we anticipated. So it looks like the board's pretty solid down there on the left. We're going to stop there and we're going to throw this, another one of these piece of green board from there to there and call it a day. This is taking a little longer than we planned because we really wanted to start. Man, this sink, this water's been here probably like 6 years. I bet it, if you smell it, it'll smell good. I don't smell it though. That must mean it's not that good. So that's pretty exciting. Good stuff. We got a little hole there. I mean, we ain't sure what we're going to do there. Maybe we'll put a little flashing up, but we'll seal it from the outside, hopefully. That's always our intention. This is just because we're doing the kitchen. And if we can get done in time today, we're going to start finishing framing those up for you. That's super simple, but that's should be pretty fun. All right. A couple hours later, Mitch dropped by, distracting us. Threw a couple tap cons in there because it was wiggling. The whole wall was moving. Wasn't holding much weight. I don't know where the weight's riding, but we ain't worried about that. So, pretty decent progress, I guess. We don't keep score. We just have fun, do what we can. So that's the pocket of the window. That's exciting. Went pretty well. I was happy with. Oh, check this out now. I mean, I've had this one's kind of cheap, or like affordable, not cheap, but man, check out how cool that is. I don't know if y'all can see. I'll walk over. So that's it. We're wrapping up for the day. It's almost 7 o'clock. Man. You get the idea. We'll see how it looks. So. Okay, so in real life, that's about the same. So it doesn't have to be perfect. Rough opening's 48 by 36. There's our header. We're going to throw that in tomorrow. We'll get down here first thing. Yeah, right. I got here at noon today. So, but that's it, man. It's peaceful out here tonight. We're done. So you imagine 48 by 36 slider there above the sink. Same deal above the stove right there. You know, little cabinets there. Countertop for Miles, because whatever. Gus can't reach overhead cabinets, so we ain't doing it. That's it. Catch y'all tomorrow. Walking in, I think it's Tuesday morning, back from Monday night where we left off. So we're going to grab a couple 2x6s, measure in between there. Should be right around 51, I think was what I planned for. But today, we got Gus. Those are my 2x6s. So hang tight, we'll get a measurement. Then we're going to get started. Finish off this box and go from there. We just ordered the windows today, like some double strength Jimmy's, some budget bobs, like 400 bucks, 500 maybe, for both. Termites. A little bit worse than we anticipated on that bottom board. It wasn't water damage from the sink. It was just actual termites. But now, we got them. So it's a good thing we went ahead and did that. Even though it would have been fine without it. But we're happy we took the time to fix it. Let's see. Oh man, I need a hammer. Pass me a hammer. This video thing's gonna go. Is it way off? Oh, it's way off. Alright guys. Miscalculated. Yeah, we had a difficulty with our cut guide. Definitely missed that by a ½ inch. I don't know how, but they did. So we're gonna get that taken care of. Probably use this little oscillator. Pop our big battery on. And just trim that out. No sweat. just need a hammer now. I think it'll go. Actually, there's a nail up there. I'm going to cut the tip of that nail off with the sawzall. Alright, now this should really actually be it. You got the hammer still, Goose? Oh yeah, this is just like I wanted. Snug fit. Oh yeah. See? You can't make that up. Yeah. Now, real quick, I'm gonna cut the uprights, and make the cross. But I can't do that until we get the windows, and that's a couple weeks out. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you what that looks like when I install those. We're going to screw those in. Oh, we're a little bit. I'll run a screw in from the back there. Things, it ain't shaped perfectly. She'll do. You know, a little twisted there. But I mean, you're going to cover it with drywall. Because it's alright. Pro tip, pencil, not a marker, but none of our cuts are that precise. We got Gus, cut girl Gus, cussing. You gotta flip that board, cut that baby. I don't think you got 86. So we're framing out the other window real quick. It's our little cut station. Miter Box 9000, got the metal blade. We'll give Gus a hand, see what she can do. Push all the way to the back, square, all the way up, and focus on this side. No, don't. The other board's gonna fall. So this, yeah. Put your right hand where it is, and the other hand on the saw.
Does my mark need to be in the middle of the saw?
Your mark needs to be to the left of the blade. That side, yeah. Just a little. So, yep, hold your right hand.
I know.
No, other way. You gotta cut the other way for safety. Like, cause this board's the one that pops up. I'm holding it, but
I don't know where the blade is.
take it all the way down. Don't touch the trigger and just throw it down and hit the mark. Remember, the blade takes out
quite a bit. Okay.
Yeah, it's like an eighth. Yeah, so it's probably perfect.
All right.
And then squint your eyes and let her fly, but go slow because it's a metal blade.
And I got to do it with my.
Yep, that way. Never start it when it's touching the blade. Okay. Because it'll buck. It'll shoot the wood.
Okay, ready?
Yep. Yep, then just let it off and then you're good. Dang, that might be Gus's first miter box cut. She sure knows how to use that tape measure, though, and tell you how to do it, though. So she's a pro. Good job. Let's go see if she fits. But, I mean, kind of it's on me because I always cut them a little tight. I cut my own just the last board and it didn't fit. She cut that 48. Fits like a glove. All right, bring her over. All right, we'll take a little bit off. But that's it. That's the money shot. Hang tight.